For those who have just joined us, we have been looking at the harmful effects fast food has on us as the consumers. We hope that you've learned a few new things.
Right now, we'll be looking at the plastic epidemic and how we use plastic in our daily lives. So Siva, how do you use plastic?
I use it mainly as a container, you know, plastic bottles, plastic bags, as well as Tupperware. But I do know they use it in construction a lot, but I'm not entirely sure how, unfortunately.
Well, did you know that there are more than 8.3 billion tons of plastic in the world? And the amount of human beings living on this planet right now is at an estimated amount of 7.7 billion.
Yeah.
That is a scary fact. Because if you think about how much of that plastic can be reused multiple times, it just blows my mind.
That is insane. But now I have another question for you. Do you know what and where the biggest garbage dump in the world is?
Yo, I have absolutely no idea.
The biggest garbage dump in the world is known as the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, and it's an island located in the Pacific Ocean. And according to eradicateplastic.com, it's estimated that it contains between 1.8 and 3.3 trillion pieces of plastic, and that's without other forms of pollution that occur there.
Why are we still producing plastic again? Most people don't realize the harmful effects plastic has on our oceans. Sea turtles feed on jellyfish as their main source of food, and there were numerous reported sightings of sea turtles found dead by either eating or being strangled by plastic bags as they mistaken them for their main source of food.
Yeah, I'm very glad you brought up the sea turtles because according to eradicateplastic.com, 74% of their diet of the sea turtles that live close to the Great Garbage Patch consists of plastic, unfortunately. And that's shocking because not only are we polluting our ocean, but we're also causing mistakes and errors for these sea turtles who have to eat our mess.
It's sad. Next, we look at something closer to home. Our next video shows the alternatives to plastic and how we can use degradable plastics. We also take a look at Nude Foods, a company that uses all natural reusable packaging that is cost effective and a start to better living. Have a look.
Our obsession with plastic has been in the news everywhere, and one of the main reasons we use it is food packaging. It is cheap, incredibly versatile, and can be produced in virtually any shape. It also protects and preserves our food. But there is a great movement now against getting rid of plastics and moving towards alternatives. But exactly how successful are we going to be?
The selection of packaging in the food industry is quite an intrinsic science because your actual product will determine which packaging you can and cannot use. When it comes specifically to food, it depends on the selection, because if you choose the correct plastic for the correct product, you minimize the risk.
Plastics are really convenient, but they've also made us lazy. So there's really a call to be creative and proactive. The creativity is needed to find alternative ways to do things.
Because of the economic pressure and consumer pressure, manufacturers will eventually have to move from plastic to alternative packaging. So what are the alternatives?
Glass, which is completely inert, so chemicals do not go through glass. Then we look at things like metal and metalloids, and tins, which are very, very good oxygen barriers. They're also good for low acid and high acid foods. You can also store high fat foods. But the latest developments in the packaging industry is they are looking at bioplastics. They're trying to move away from traditional plastics and going towards a more natural type of plastic.
Green Home, one of South Africa's first compostable food packaging companies, have established a wide range of alternative packaging that not only preserves food, but it is also 100% environmentally friendly.
All of our products are made from raw, natural raw materials. All of our products are plant-based, and they break down into healthy compost, which can serve as food for more plants again. So there's a full cycle with our products. Yeah, there's plates, sugarcane containers. Then over here we have a whole range of wood. Interestingly enough, this is also wood. See, it's got the symbol over here that says wood fiber. So this is called wood cellulose, which is actually different to this, which is a plant starch. So this is made from a plant starch, and it's very crinkly. And then this is made from wood cellulose, and it's soft, not as crinkly. So all of these are bioplastics, and some of them are plant starches, and some of them are wood cellulose.
Even though it can take longer for big supermarkets to stop using plastics, Nude Foods is one of the first supermarkets in Cape Town not to use plastics for food packaging.
The idea of Nude Foods was really born out of my own personal frustration with the lack of an alternative way of shopping available in Cape Town for people who were looking to shop more consciously and looking to avoid creating waste through single-use plastics. Dry goods bags, the idea behind them, they're made from a pure cotton, and the idea behind them is that they're completely reusable. So you would fill the bag with whatever product you wanted: pasta, cereal, beans, rice, nuts, seeds, or any type of dry good. Plastic definitely helps retailers prolong the shelf life of their products, which is why your mainstream retailers wrap their fruit and vegetables and various other products in plastic. Selling especially fresh produce unpackaged is a lot trickier. You've got to be a lot more savvy with the fresh produce can't sit on the shelf as long as it would at a mainstream retailer.
The packaging industry, which I believe is a 40 billion rand industry, whatever that means, that's how big the compostable food packaging industry can be. At this moment, we're still in this shift from one to the other. Our mission statement is to make compostable food packaging the norm by 2030.
With bioplastics coming on the scene, it can replace plastic, because bioplastics are as flexible as plastics.
I don't think plastic will ever disappear. I just think the way that plastic is made will change. So there are already products that are coming onto the market that are 100% biodegradable, made from potato starch or cassava, which look and act exactly like a cling wrap or a single-use plastic.
Alternative food packaging is great.
They're showing us different forms of plastics, and that also these plastics are not only eco-friendly, but they're also reusable and have the same uses as original plastics.
I know, and the fact that they're using all natural material like wood fiber, plant starch, and sugarcane is amazing. And I like the fact that these restaurants like Nude Foods are getting involved in the plastic revolution.
And what I find intriguing is that more businesses are now using recyclable material, although we're not seeing them or seeing their initiatives much. But one thing that I have noticed is that more businesses are now using biodegradable paper straws, although these are getting a mixed reaction from people. Some people are saying they're difficult to use, and some people are saying they're actually great for the environment.
Okay.
After everything that we've talked about, I'm more enlightened, and I think that from now on I'm going to start, using those paper bags, in the grocery store.
I know the first change I'm going to make is a look at my diet. I shouldn't be eating as much fast food, looking at, how they reuse the fats and the oils. To everyone at home, thank you for joining us. We hope that you've answered some of the questions that you may have had before the show, from malnourishment to plastic to fast food. And we hope that you implement it into your daily lives. God bless and take care.